With 100 cat shines and Bowser's Fury, I thought it'd be fun to go through all of them and figure out which are the easiest and which are the hardest. This list is based on how challenging a cat shine can be, as well as the steps it requires to get one. I've decided to not use Bowser Jr. at all, as that would skew my results for some shines, and obviously no invincibility bell either. But with that said, let's get her ranked. 100. Junior's Graffiti Gratitude. After beating the final boss, the ship you start the game on has a brand new question mark chalk. All you do is tell Bowser Jr. to draw on it and you get a star, so it's virtually no effort. And it's an adorable picture too. Now look, I know I said I wasn't going to use Bowser Jr., but I literally only used them here because I have to use them for the shine. 99. Lost Kitten by the Shore. This mama kitty is mighty upset that her cat is missing, although it's literally like 20 feet away, so thanks for the shine, I guess. 98. Go with the Floe. Some glaciers form out of the water, and you have to stand on one for a while to get this shine. I hope you're a fan of waiting. 97. Climb to the shine. What's funny is I'm actually getting this shine the hard way. Normally you just use the cat wheel to make the platform go up, but you can also use Plessie or just jump from the top of Pounce Bounce to get it. 96. Toad Brigade, Lost Leader. In order to save Captain Toad and get a shine from him, just defeat all the Bitty Buds. The harmless, barely threatening Bitty Buds. 95. Toad Brigade Stuck Under the Slope. While a bit hard to find, actually getting to Toad requires a single jump, and you don't even need to be that accurate. 94. Gazing Down at the Islands. You'll run in a straight line with some boost speeding you up. There's a chance of you falling, but even then, you can easily get back up. 93. Gazing Over the Falls. It's virtually the same thing, but you take these sweet slinky springs instead. It's more fun, but also a bit more risky. 92. First Step Island. Make the lighthouse shine. Fury Bowser will rain spikes into a ship and breathe fire, but it's pretty easy to avoid if you just pay attention. The shine is sitting atop some stairs, setting the tone for the whole game. 91. Risky Whisker Island. Blast the Fury Blocks. I hope you're ready to hear about every single Fury Block mission, because all the shines are a slice of cake. Risky Whiskers being the easiest because you can avoid Bowser's flames entirely if you just stand behind the blocks. 90. Trickety Tower. Blast the Fury Blocks. You guessed it, Bowser breathes fire on more blocks, although this time there's slightly less space to avoid getting hit, as if that would ever be an issue, but you know, I'm trying to rank these after all. 89. First Step Island. Blast the Fury Blocks. So I suppose Mario has even less space now because of the water on the side? Yeah, I don't know, we're getting really deep here. 88. Fort Flaptrap. Blast the Fury Blocks. Okay, so this time, the blocks are more buried into the ground, but that literally doesn't matter since it's enough to defend yourself. 87. Scamper Shores. Blast the Fury Blocks. For the first time ever, you can't hide behind the blocks, but you can hide behind the spikes, which I didn't do because I'm only just realizing you can do this as I'm writing the script. So, yay. 86. Claw Swipe Coliseum. Blast the Fury Blocks. Look familiar? Well, it's exactly like Scamper Shores, including the safety spikes, but now there's water, which is harder to go in. 85. Roiling Roller Isle. Blast the Fury Blocks. This is identical to Claw Swipe besides less coverage and there's more water surrounding you. 84. Mount Maqmeow. Blast the Fury Blocks. There's still ground, but this time it's caked in a thin layer of water trying to hide it. Truly a groundbreaking achievement in game design, Miyamoto. 83. Crisp Climb Castle. Blast the Fury Blocks. That's right, it's ground, but it's slip. The ice is annoying, I guess, but not really an issue. 82. Slipskate Slope. Blast the Fury Blocks. Yep, so there's an island like usual, but it's not underneath the Bowser block this time. Honestly, I just like the cat hieroglyphs. They look pretty cool. 81. Pounce Bounce Isle. Blast the Fury Blocks. So this one has bad spike defense, and you can use a spring to get the shine, which is unnecessary if you have the cat suit. 80. Pipe Path Tower. Blast the Fury Blocks. Finally, the last Fury Block shine. Again, there's no water and almost no spike coverage. 79. Spin Scramble Shine. This is another one of those cat wheel and climb shines, but now there's actual water in the way, so your movement has to be rather spiffy. 78. Cold Cave Combat. This purple switch either creates an obstacle course or a lot of not-so-friendly foes. It's just an enemy gauntlet. This one with Goombas and a couple piranha plants. Even without items, it's nothing to meow over. 77. Surprise Prize Fight. In the middle of nowhere is another enemy gauntlet. This one with Goombas, Spike, and a coin coffer. And what's great is Spike will often hit the Goombas helping you out, so thanks bro. 76. Bully the Cat Bullies. Two wrongs don't make a right, but you don't even need to touch the bullies. I usually just jump and the flipping panels take care of them for me. 75, show's over, Cat Magikoopas. Oh wow, it's the same area, but now there's Cat Wizards. They're slightly harder to take out, but it's still barely a struggle. 74, Pounce Bounce Isle, Lucky Shine. They're technically labeled as first, second, third, fourth, or fifth shines, but naming them by location is easier to remember. You just kind of do a small jump and that's it. 73, Slipskate Slope, Lucky Shine. This is another super easy jump. The only difference is Slipskate Slope is slightly harder to get to. 72, Roiling Roller Isle, Lucky Shine. There is not much to add, besides that the jump to reach it is a little more challenging. 71, Hurry, Swim and Slide. With Plessie, you slide around on some ramps and boost. This is by far the easiest one to complete. In fact, you don't even need this ramp like I'm using now. 70, Scamper Shores, Make the Lighthouse Shine. It's the first area you'll go to, and is one of the smallest islands. Just make a few jumps here and there and you're good. 69, Pounce Bounce Isle, Make the Lighthouse Shine. There is indeed a lot of bouncing. Say about 15 spring jumps later, you'll get to the end. 68, Pounce Bounce Isle, Key to the Cat Shine. What's interesting about getting the key here is just how close it is to the cage. You only have to play about halfway through the aisle, and jumping down safely takes very little planning. 67, Fort Flaptrap, 5 Cat Shine Shards. A couple of the shards are tricky to find, but for the most part, they're easy to grab. 66, Fort Flaptrap, Blue Coin Bustle. While the blue coins are on a time limit, it's extremely generous. You can move slowly and make mistakes while still getting all the coins. 65, Pounce Bounce Isle, 5 Cat Shine Shards. You'll probably get these as you're going for the Lighthouse Shine. There's only a couple that are out of the way. 64, Scamper Shores, 5 Cat Shine Shards. Besides the sharp trapped inside this rock in this wooden box area, most of them don't take that much effort to get. 63, Hurry, Dash and Dive. For what's supposed to be a speedy level, you really don't have to go that fast. Just don't bump into the wood gates and you'll get it. 62, Hurry, Jump High, Jump Fast. This is another speed shine that has a generous timer. You can also fall into the water and stumble while still getting the shine. 61, Clash with Cat Boom Boom. It's the Mad Lad, but now with some sass and cat ears. His patterns are the same as regular 3D World, so fighting him is a breeze. 60, Cat Pom Pom's Counterattack. Now it's the Mad Lass. She's just as easy as Boom Boom, if not easier, since her attacks start up slower. 59, Final Bout with Cat Boom Boom. But this time, the floor has spikes. Well, kind of. They pop up in columns and you just have to avoid them. 58, Pipe Path Tower, Lucky Shine. So you're supposed to use a ramp to get this shine, but I kind of try-harded and barely nabbed the edge with the catsuit. 57, Dash and Smash in the Clouds. After climbing the trees, you run around in the clouds and have to destroy every bitty bud for a shine. 56, Bounce and Trounce in the Clouds. Another cloud level, but the path is a bit more complex. With bounce pads, it's harder to hit bitty buds, but you can usually go back if you miss any. 55, So Close Yet So Far. An entire tower that is invisible, and actually fun to navigate. I don't know how they pulled that off, but getting the main shine here isn't too bad. 54, Trickety Tower, 5 Cat Shine Shards. This is essentially the same thing, but you'll explore different parts of the tower for pieces. 53, Feasting on Fuzzies. Plant Boy gotta eat, so you'll snack on some fuzzies that have invaded the island. You do have to be careful to not fall, but otherwise it's a fun romp. 52, Risky Whisker Island, 5 Cat Shine Shards. There's like one tricky shard to get high in the air, but the rest of them are more than obtainable. 51, Scamper Shores, Key to the Cat Shine. Getting this key to the cage isn't quite as simple as you'd think. Falling in the water forces you to retry, so you have to go backwards in order to get to the cage. 50, Slippery Skirmish. This is another enemy fight, but this time you're on ice and have to destroy snowmen and some Cheep Cheeps. They take longer to hit, but if you're careful, you'll be fine. 49, Footprint Free-For-All. There are a lot more enemies to worry about than normal, including the bees and some hammer bros, but you've also got POW blocks to help out, which makes this pretty manageable. 48, Jump and Thump in the Clouds. Yet another cloud stage, but the jumps are slightly harder to time, especially when going fast, and you can't really go back and get missing bitty buds either. 47, Pipe Path Tower, Blue Coin Bustle. There are a ton of coins to get for this one, but most of them are in pipes. With semi-decent routing, you'll get them without much trouble. 46, Pipe Path Tower, Make the Lighthouse Shine. It's practically the exact same mission, but there's enemies to avoid and you go to the top. 45, Pipe Path Tower, 5 Cat Shine Shards. And this is just like the Lighthouse one, but there's some shards to grab. Only a couple are in tricky spots. 44, Pipe Path Tower, Key to the Shine. You'll climb up and simply jump down with a key. I think you could also take pipes if you want, but I like the swag strats more. 43, hurry, steer the switchboards. While it looks short, the switchboards don't move very fast, so you do have to scurry a good amount to make it on time. 42, Toad Brigade, Cuddly, Castaway. The whole premise of this shine is just hilarious. I have to make very careful jumps with the slinky springs or I'm basically dead. Then I take the shine from Green Toad and just leave him there afterwards. Sorry, buddy. Maybe next time. 41, shining on a hidden aisle. Timing the jump over Bowser's goo can be a bit precise, but otherwise the shine is just vibing, waiting for your presence. 40, Trickety Tower, Blue Coin Bustle. The path is similar to the Lighthouse mission, but you're just getting coins as fast as you can, and it's really satisfying for some reason. 39, hurry, slide through the sky. It's more sliding with Plessie, but the path to take is a bit more difficult. 38, hurry, slip to the shine. Oh, wouldn't you guess it? More sliding with Plessie, but the path is almost entirely in the air now. Crazy! 37, First Step Island, 5 cat shine shards. Some of these pieces are in pretty hidden spots, but none of them are terribly hard to grab, especially since First Step is such a small island. 36, Claw Swipe Coliseum, 5 cat shine shards. And this is quite the opposite. The cat shards are heavily spread, some of them in plain sight, while others take quite a while to reach. 35, hurry, fly through the frost. This shine relies heavily on the propeller box, and your jumps need to be pretty perky. There isn't much room for error on this one. 34, on the Floodgate's edge, and it really is on the edge. With a few scary jumps, you'll find yourself a nice little shine. It is pretty way out of the reach, hence why it's higher on this list. 33, Slipskate Slope, make the lighthouse shine. We do be slipping on that slope. There's a ton of obstacles to worry about on the way down, but if you use the shoe, you'll probably be fine. 32, Ruins Rabbit Plays Tag. These are incredibly enjoyable to complete. It really comes down to just learning the route and going fast. 31, Shoreside Rabbit Plays Tag. It's the same thing, but the route is a little bit trickier, seeing as you have to go through parts of Pounce Bounce. 30, Lake Rabbit Plays Tag. With this one, there's still a lot of things to run into that can slow you down. What a rascal he be. 29, Crisp Climb Castle, Lucky Shine. This is the only spot where getting to the shine can be annoying. You basically have to have a propeller box and also hope that you don't get hit by any flames or you just won't make the jump. 28, Wasteland Rabbit Plays Tag. The only difference with this rabbit mission is that there's lava near you, and lava is not our friend, and never will be. 27, Fury Shadow by the Shore. Now, yes, you can kind of cheese the Fury Shadow fights with Plessie, but this list is based off how they're actually supposed to be done, and chasing around the Fury Shadow can take some time if you're not used to his spots. 26, Fury Shadow on deck. The ground may be more flat than Scamper Shores, but Luigi's running patterns are much harder than before. He'll walk on the edges of the ship and even the cannons on the side. 25, back off, Cat Prince Bully. We've made it to Mount Maqmeow Shines, with this one ending with a Cat Prince Bully fight. The fight itself functions the same as normal, but the path to getting there can be scary as there's instant death everywhere. 24, atop Mount Maqmeow. The switchboards changed up, and now you simply climb to the top of the mountain. This and Prince Bully could be swapped depending on how good you are at the fights. 23, Toad Brigade Hot Pursuit. You climb the mountain again, but on the other side is a poor toad guy being tortured by a cat conch-door. Why you gotta do that, man, huh? 22, hurry, climb the falls. The difficulty really depends on if you have the cat suit or not. If you have one, this'll be easier, but without one, you have a lot more climbing to do, which isn't that easy to do in 20 seconds. 21, Fury Shadow Hops to it. Maybe I just played this shine out of order, but if you fall going for Fury Shadow at any point, that's the end. You aren't recovering. That makes this much more anxiety-driven than you'd expect. 20, Gazing Down at Lava. So you have to not only climb Mount Maqmeow again, but you must have a catsuit and a bit of patience. The shine is floating on an island that moves around, and you basically just have to wait for it to come to you. 19, Slipskate Slope, 5 cat shine shards. The challenge really starts to pick up from here. Some of these cat shards are high in the air and require good jumps to get to, and oftentimes the shards are on conveyors with spikes surrounding them. 18, hurry, watch your step. It's another one of those climb up the blocks missions, but the timer now is fairly strict. You also have to navigate invisible platforms at a really speedy pace. 17, Plessie Medal Catcher. On top of the Plessie rings are these medals. You basically have to grab a medal before the next one appears. And what makes these challenging is that you'll often have to hop off Plessie and run on foot, then immediately get back on Plessie to make it before the time runs out. 16, Plessie Medal Collector. This is the same idea, except this time you'll need to run around on Scamper Shores, which is more hilly. 15, Whirling Roller Isle. Make the lighthouse shine. This is probably the only island that I don't find very fun to play. Everything is rotating, and one wrong jump is lava for Mario's bump. 14. Whirling Roller Aisle, key to the cat shine. You climb up the aisle and then you go straight back down. It's not that bad with a Tanuki suit, it's just really easy to slip up. 13. Plessie Metal Master. Now you have to worry about running into Bowser's goo, which if Plessie touches it, then he just poofs away. You'll also have to go into the Wasteland and really book it, as this timer is not very friendly. 12. Crisp Climb Castle, make the lighthouse shine. I'm surprised this isn't one of the final islands, because it's by far the most extravagant and difficult. Now, obviously, with the propeller box you can get around it, but if you get hit or slip up, you basically have to try all over again. 11. Slipskate Slope, key to the cat shine. Your key is at the bottom, and you have to climb all the way back to the top. The only way to do that without losing the key is to cling onto the sides and jump off very narrow slants. 10. Lost Kittens in the Wasteland. How this mother manages to lose all 5 of her kittens is beyond me, but we have to of course find them for her, and they are all over the place too. It's not that hard per se, just very, very time consuming. 9. Fury Shadow on Ice. Chasing down a Fury Shadow while slipping around is not as convenient as one would hope. He hops from ice chunk to ice chunk, and it can be hard to keep up with him. 8. Plessie Metal Mania. This final Plessie Metal forces us on ice halfway through. You can only imagine how that goes while also trying to blaze it with a really tight timer. 7. Crisp Climb Castle, 5 cat shine shards. These shards are put in some pretty hard places, and there's one that's almost impossible to find. Like, who's gonna try flying into this random corner of the ceiling? Like, really? 6. Mount Maqmeow, 5 cat shine shards. Most of the pieces are hard to reach and are also in hard to find places. Pair that with a bunch of lava and you have one of the toughest shard missions. 5. Hurry, Hot Cross Run. The variant on this obstacle course is needing the rotating platforms. You almost have to time exactly when to start the course to complete this. 4. Hurry, hop behind the wall. And for this one, the floor falls as you run across it. Plus there's cat bullet bills chasing you down. And the paths are super narrow. And then on top of that, at the end, you have to climb over this wall or steer a bullet bill to destroy it. 3. Whirling Roller Aisle, 5 cat shine shards. The shards here are just dumb. You got one on this invisible cloud, one rotating with the platforms, and another that has to be busted open with a bomb or Bowser's fire. 2. Slipskate Slope, Blue Coin Bustle. I have one word for this shine: perturbation. The blue coins are in lines and are mostly found in hazardous areas like over spikes or on conveyor belts, so you have to have the shoe to get them all on time, but it's also really easy to lose your shoe. You're basically in for a really hectic nightmare. 1. Lost Kittens near the ruins. We only have to get 3 kittens for this one, but one of them makes this the hardest shine in the game. You have to go from Crisp Climb Castle and trek all the way back to the ruins. That means sitting on this stupid glacier for a couple minutes and hopping over all the water hoping that you don't slip up. Because yes, if you go into the water at any point, the cat disappears and you get to restart and try again. This is the only shine in the whole game that I hate getting. So, yeah, none of the shines are particularly difficult outside of a few here and there, but I don't think they really need to be. The fun in Bowser's Fury is seeing how quickly you can find and grab every shine, which is more than enough for me. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Until next time.